In 1903, Orville Wright took to the air for the first time in a machine heavier than air. It lasted only 12 seconds and traveled just 120 feet. To the casual observer, that might have looked like a flop or a failure. Barely off the ground, barely any time aloft. Some even mocked it, calling it a hop, not really a flight. But history tells a different story. Those 12 seconds broke the boundaries of what was thought impossible. That short flight ignited the aviation age and transformed how humans live, travel, and connect across the globe. What looked insignificant to many was the catalyst of something massive. Zechariah 4 is a divine reminder that God empowers his people, even when the task looks small, slow, or impossible. The encouragement is clear. Don't measure progress by appearances. God is always working through the small, the overlooked, and the underestimated. The world may measure success by size, speed, applause, or social media likes, but heaven measures it by obedience, faith, and the courage to begin. That's why God tells us, do not despise these small beginnings. Why? Because the Lord rejoices to see the work begin. Not when it's finished, not when it's famous, not when it goes viral, when it starts. Small beginnings teach us to walk with God, not just chase results. It took less than 12 seconds for David's sling to bring down Goliath on the battlefield. But it would have never happened if David had not been walking with God in those little secret places of life. Long before he wore a crown, he was just a shepherd boy, overlooked by his own family when the prophet Samuel came looking for the next king. Yet David tended the sheep faithfully in the quiet hills of Bethlehem and learned how to trust God in protecting them. His courage grew when he found out that feisty lions and ferocious bears were no match for a young person wholly surrendered to the will of God. God rejoices not in perfection, but in obedience, the decision to begin. Starting something, whether it's a business, a new career path, a ministry, a healing journey, a wellness habit, or a path toward reconciliation with someone, is a step of faith. That first step may feel unimpressive. A whispered prayer when you're doubting, opening your Bible even when it feels dry, speaking one kind word to someone who hurt you. It may seem small, insignificant, unnoticed, or unreciprocated, but like that first flight, it's not about the size of the moment, it's about the direction. God celebrates your beginning, your 12 seconds of obedience, and your courage to try. Don't despise your sheep field. Don't underestimate your slingshot. Don't dismiss your 12-second flight. It might not look like much to others, but heaven rejoices when you take that first step. Think about that as you seek to abide in him this week.